Aloha everyone and welcome to Multifamily Live. Super excited to have you here with us. It has been an amazing day and I hope you are having an amazing day as well. So much aloha. Today, we are going to talk about real estate syndication, how to invest in your first one passively. This is going to be a step-by-step review of 8 different steps. So they're going to include the introduction, the sponsor, the deal, the decision, the paperwork, the funding, the follow-up, and the returns. So, the introduction. Somehow, you were introduced to real estate syndication. You have done some research on Google. Maybe you've Googled it a little bit. Maybe you've gone to a real estate meetup. Maybe you've met some people inside of the real estate industry that do multifamily syndication. Maybe you've been on YouTube. Maybe you're listening to a podcast. You start to learn the vocabulary. You start to learn about what real estate syndication really is, and you're doing your preliminary research. So number 2, the sponsor. The sponsor is really, really important. You've heard Jason and I say this before. It is very important to vet your sponsors. The deal definitely needs to work. In fact, it should work. The numbers should work. But even the best deal can be taken down by a bad sponsor. So you're going to start to meet active sponsors in real estate syndication. You're going to start to get to know them. Start to get to know them on a personal basis. What do they invest in? What's their motto? What kind of successes have they had in the past? And if this is their first time dipping their toes into real estate syndication, what else have they done and who are they partnered with? If they have extended experience, what does their success look like? What other deals have they done? And who can you speak with within their neighborhood, not their neighborhood, but their network, that can help explain how it is and what it's like to work with them? Number 3, the deal. So of course, the vetted sponsor will start to send you deals. Get to know how they operate. Look at the numbers. Ask for explanations. Ask them questions. Make sure the numbers work out. And I believe in having access to at least one of the key principles. That's my recommendation. No matter who you invest with, make sure you are having access, that you have access to someone who is making the decisions on the asset. You should understand the structure of the deal, its timeline, and its projected returns. So, we talked about so far the introduction, the sponsor, the deal. Here comes the decision. What are you going to invest in? Who are you going to invest in? This is where you start to talk to your family, your attorney, and or your accountant about the possible investment, about the possible tax benefits, and any other financial information and legal information that you might want to get from them before you make the best possible decision for you. This should be something that you think long and hard about, because in real estate syndications, the minimums usually start anywhere from $25,000 to $50,000. That's not just change in your pocket. This is a huge investment for you. Treat it as such. Make sure that you're really digging in and talking to those people within your network that can help you make the right decision. You make the decision, next comes the paperwork. There is a lot of paperwork that comes involved. Reading and signing the PPM, understanding and fully understanding what you're getting into and the structure and what it means to be within a real estate syndication. So really dig into the paperwork. The big chunk, the big thing that happens, and this is what your placement as a limited partner into a real estate syndication comes in, the funding. The portion where you take your funds, your capital, and you place it into this investment. You wire your funds. Sending your wire and funding the deal, I have made its own separate part within what we're talking about today, because this is a big step, especially if this is your first one. Wiring that type of funding into an investment, that's a huge step. So once you meet that step, once you reach that step, congratulations, you've made your first large multifamily investment. And now comes the follow-up. Your responsibility does not stop there. Now it's your responsibility to keep track of your investment. Are the sponsors sending you the monthly or quarterly updates on your investment? Do you know what's happening within the investment? Are they being transparent and letting you know and keeping you up to date on the information that's coming out of the investment? And lastly, but not least, your returns. Depending on the investment timeline, your returns begin to show up. Mailbox money. You have officially made money with money. Your money is now working hard for you. You have begun the process of buying back your time, taking control of your finances, and building the legacy wealth that you and your family deserves. So this is just some of the steps that happens within a multifamily syndication. Oh, I actually forgot one huge step. That's going to be the exit. So there's actually 9 steps. The exit of a deal. At some point, the deal will come to an end. And your sponsor will be very transparent as to when that's going to come. They're going to talk you through what's going to happen and start to let you know what kind of returns that you can start to expect with the exit of the property. So like I said before, I hope that you have an amazing day today. I hope this helps for anyone just starting to look at passive investing, getting into real estate syndications, and for anyone that's looking to raise capital. This is some information that you should be giving to your passive investors. What can they expect, especially if it's their first time being able to walk through an investment? It is a huge, huge way that you can develop trust and let people know how to come into your real estate syndications. I hope you have, again, an amazing day full of love, peace, and aloha. Bye now.